Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here, A History of Christian Doctrine by Dr. David K. Bernard. This is an absolutely tour de force, fantastic book. That's part of a series. The first in the series is Oneness and Trinity, AD 100 to 300, and then the Trinitarian Controversy, the 4th century. And then volume 1 of this from like the Middle Ages through 1500, and this is volume 2, 1500 through 1900. And I've always loved how Brother Bernard's books don't have a lot of stuff on each page. They're relatively large print. The spacing is fantastic. They're just phenomenal reading books. So I'd recommend this to everybody. Even if you're not a Oneness Pentecostal, you should get it. At least see what they believe, the presentation that they're making, because it is incredible. Now, another phenomenal thing in the back that he's got, and when I say phenomenal, I mean phenomenal. So, Appendix A, Dates in Christian History. So let's say that you wanted to teach a Sunday school class, or you wanted to teach some kind of, maybe your Christian school or even Bible college, that this is a great place to start, that you've got the major dates of Christian history. So this is that's an excellent resource right here. The new covers are just out of this world. Wonder if they had Ricky Pavlovi or whoever his name is do that. I don't know. But Brother Bernard is just a genius. He was raised on the mission field. But it'll have secular history, church history, all this. Sources for the foregoing dates includes Christian history, number 9, 100 most important events in church history. He's got a lot of stuff there. Now, oneness believers in history. And again, he's got massive amounts of evidence. And this is not stuff like when they would say Cleomones, different persons. This would be people that secular writers or other church historians have identified. So that is a handy little deal right there, identifying oneness believers throughout history. Great starting point. Marvin Arnold's done great stuff too. Now, baptism in Jesus' name in history. Baptism in Jesus' name throughout history. I just had somebody, a watcher of the videos, send me a deal with several people from history that mentioned Jesus' name baptism, but one was a quote that I never saw of Thomas Aquinas. He doesn't just mention it, he basically says this was the apostolic formula, and he gives the reasons why. I was probably going to do a video just on Aquinas's quote, because Luther advocates for Jesus' name baptism. Zwingli advocates for Jesus' name baptism. Servetus advocated for Jesus' name baptism. Cassiodoro de Reina. And now you have Thomas Aquinas, the philosopher, speaking in tongues in history. And there's actually a lot more than that, speaking in tongues in history. So that's great. And then groups that taught holiness in history. So this is just invaluable. Whatever price you have to pay to get that information, I'd get it. Be very careful of putting everything on electronics, because electronics can fail you. Here's some more. Electronics can really, who knows about the electrical grid? Who knows about the ability to manipulate and edit things online? No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. And I know governments would always like to be in the book burning. That's the reason I'm in for the, ideas, the arena of ideas. Here's other people throughout history who have preached about certain things and against certain things. So this is just a fantastic deal. Now, he's got a line on the back. It demonstrates how many biblical doctrines were rediscovered and provides a basis for understanding various denominations today. Truth to that, I do believe there's always been a church somewhere, just like the True Jesus Church, Spirit of Jesus Church in Asia, China, these type things. There's always been a church somewhere in the world, because the gates of hell can't prevail against the church. Great book. Highly recommend it. If I had the money, I'd give one to everybody in the world. Hope you'll try. God bless. Talk with you later in Jesus' name.